Hello everybody, I'm SnipingIsFun, and in today's video I'm basically going to be doing two different things. I'm going to be showing you an update to my Wii collection of 3 different games I bought today at a sale that was going on at Target, and I'm going to be giving my thoughts on what I think about what Nintendo of America has been doing lately with what consoles they're supporting and how they're supporting and whatnot from throughout 2011 and going into 2012. And that'll be a major part of the video, and I'm going to start off and quickly show you the games though, just to get that done out of the way. First game was a game I was looking forward to playing whenever it came out, but I didn't know it was out. I wasn't paying attention to the date it was supposed to come out, and I was actually quite surprised when I actually saw it there, and it's the Back to the Future video game. The Wii version of it. A PC version came out like last year, and then it was eventually like a PS3 and 360 version or so between then and now. But the Wii version's finally out. All 5 episodes are on it. It's like a point-and-click adventure type game. I'm a fan of Back to the Future, and I wanted to give this game a try. Although I can say one thing, I really don't like how the cover is. I mean, I just think too much. There's like the layout of it is a little too much to the left, and there's like all this empty space like over here. I think they could have easily made the title bigger and like Marty in the time machine in the what kind of car is it? DeLorean. There we go. I forgot what kind of car it was. A DeLorean. They could have easily just maybe made the image bigger and had it cover up more of the screen, like the front of the cover. I don't know. It's just like, to me, I mean, the layout, I mean, it looks okay, but it could have been better, I think. Being a little picky there, but who cares. The next game is Tron Evolution Battlegrids. Now, I haven't seen either of the Tron movies. I mean, I own the second one, and I still want to go out and get the original and watch both of them, but I got this game just because it was interesting. I mean, I'm interested in the idea of what Tron is, and this version is basically just all like the grid games, all like the light cycle and like the light discs and the grid tanks and all that stuff. It's like 6 or 7 different little like mini game championship things are basically, which is like the main point of Tron to begin with. And it was $19.99, so yeah, there we go. Because all these games were $20 too. It was buy 2 get 1 free. And then there was Top Spin 4, which I just wanted to give a chance because it was like, out of all the games, I was going mainly for, the cheaper games. It was one that was interesting, and I was like, I'll give it a chance and see, because I'm like tennis games a little bit more, more so Mario Tennis or so, and I do have the, what's the game called? Grand Slam Tennis on the Wii, but yeah, pretty much. And then there was other games there I was thinking about getting too, which was like Batman Brave and the Bold. I mean, I was looking at a few 3DS games and Wii games, but I mainly only eventually chose on getting cheaper Wii games instead. And there was that new Ghost Recon game, the one that was more of an on-rail type thing. Shaun White skateboarding, which was like $14.99. And I think that was it. The other choices I got, and I can always get those games another time because basically the prices are $19.99 and $14.99 for that game pretty much mostly everywhere. And one day I'll get those. But yeah, those are my 3 choices. I think I'll enjoy most of those pretty much. I was looking forward to playing Back to the Future. Top Spin I can give it a chance because tennis games I like to an extent, and for $19.99 it's worth a try compared to a lot of the other choices they had there. And Tron looks fun as well. Now on to my main focus of today's video. It's my thoughts on how Nintendo of America is doing, and this is not just generally just gonna be my thoughts on it, but it's also kind of like in a way a response to Nightwing's video. One of his little update videos he did like a couple of days ago, pretty much, where he gave his thoughts on what one particular choice. It's based off of that, but the video is basically just generally gonna be my thoughts on what Nintendo of America has been doing lately, anyways. But generally just what they've done compared to like Europe and all that. Basically, in his video, he stated that Nintendo of America is bringing out 2 new DSi XL bundles. I think it's like there's a pink one and I forgot what kind of pink and blue one, I think, and they both come with Mario versus Donkey Kong Miniland Mayhem. Miniland Mayhem. Whatever the new Mario versus Donkey Kong game that came to the DS was, like last year. It's like that. Compared to like what Europe is getting, which is like Super Mario 3D Land 3DS bundle and like a Nintendogs plus Cats, like a pink 3DS like bundle. And he's just saying, why in the world is Nintendo of America focusing so much on the DSi, just the original DS, when the 3DS is out and the DSi in any of the various DS systems, like, the 3DS is out right now, and all the DS, technically the original DS system, regardless DS, original, Fat, Light, XL, whatever, is like done. It's like the oldest, it's like the older handheld now, but yet they're still supporting it compared to the current system. Like bringing out bundles for that instead of the bundles for like Mario, and bundles for Nintendogs plus Cats, and like a bundle for Mario Kart or something, bringing out something for a 3DS game or so. And it's just like, it just blows my mind because they're deciding to do that with an older system and not worry about the newer system. For like, like the Christmas lineup, like a bundle to bring out for Christmas. I mean, they should be pushing the 3DS because the 3DS can play the DS games. The DS can't play 3DS games. And it's just like, it's fine if Nintendo was still bringing out DS games, promoting their 3DS, and then bringing out more DS games in the next year. I can see games coming out, but new bundles and new versions of the system? No. They should be promoting the 3DS and then saying, oh, you can play new DS games. They can bring out more into next year, hopefully bringing out the second Fire Emblem on DS. I've been stating this multiple times on videos. I mean, I'm fine with bringing out DS games, but bringing out new bundles, I agree with Cameron. It's kind of like dumb. And it kind of blows my mind here as well, is like, they're still promoting so much into the original DS, but their current console, the Wii, which is still the current console, we don't have a Wii U until next year, hasn't really been doing so well this year. Quarters 1, 2, and 3 for the Wii did, in fact, for the most part, suck. I'm sorry to say, but they did. Quarter 4 is the only thing worthwhile this year. We got Zelda, Kirby, Back to the Future, WB12, Modern Warfare 3, Rayman Origins, Rune Factory Tides of Destiny, Just Dance 3, and whatever else came out. I'm trying to remember now. There's some other stuff that came out. And all these other games. Quarters 1, 2, and 3, basically the most that we saw was like, I think Top Spin 4 came out during this year, Trackmania, Mario Sports Mix, and Conduit 2, and Lego Pirates and Lego Harry Potter. That was about it, and that's like to represent about 9 months, just like 6 games. I made a video at the beginning of the year saying, oh, there's going to be no Wii drought. I am taking that back. There was one this year. And I don't know what caused them to do this. People keep saying, oh, they've been worrying about the 3DS. But the thing about it is, for years now, Nintendo's been balancing both the Wii and the DS. In particular here, I'm talking about America. I'm not so much talking about Europe or Japan or anything, because from what I've been hearing, I forgot where I've seen it at now. I think it was somewhere on the Operation Rainfall page somewhere or something like that. On their free forums. They basically stated that Nintendo of Japan basically spread the games out this year. They had a good game like every month. So the drought did not really affect Japan. And I don't think it really affected Europe so much. But it seems to have been affecting America though. And particularly here, this video is about Nintendo of America anyways. But like I'm stating though, is I don't know how Nintendo thinks. So don't take it like I know all this business stuff. I mean, I know basic business 101 and stuff like that, but I really don't know business kind of thing. So don't take my word for everything here, I'm saying. But basically what they're doing doesn't really seem, I mean, based off the video, the news podcast from ECCW when him and the Baron were talking, the reasons why maybe this year wasn't so big, I would big for any Nintendo really, but I would say particularly for America. So I don't know. Maybe I would state maybe it could possibly be based off of how the economy in America is doing. But even so, you still have to bring stuff out for people to buy, and which gets me to my next topic here. Like people to buy regardless if they sell a lot or not. Which gets me into my next topic, which is like a mini topic about this. In order for a company to really thrive in the business, video games or otherwise, you really do have to target both the majority and the minority. When it comes to video games, like, I mean, I don't know how Nintendo America thinks. Maybe they want to bring out games that just are big-time sellers. I highly doubt that. But the small-time games that come out, they need those kind of sales, because there are some gamers out there that don't like those very big, popular, majority-type games. You know, Call of Duty, Mario, stuff like that. They like this minority. They like the small-time franchises, like the little unknown RPGs and shoot-em-ups and stuff like that. And you have to try to target those guys as well. And basically what I'm getting at here is, in order to really thrive, because basically, if you don't support that minority as well, they'll get picked up by the competition, which in this case is Sony and Microsoft. They'll be like, and this goes into Operation Rainfall here. One little second. I'm not going to make this video about Operation Rainfall. It's just a small, like little thing I want to say here. Basically, Nintendo has these 3 RPGs. One's more of an action RPG on their hands, and they're not bringing them here. But based off, but let me get right here and say this. Based off, and I kind of agree here with Black Baron and ECCW on the newest podcast that just came out, podcast 6, I think it was, whatever. Basically saying maybe they're holding the games off till next year, so maybe they'll be more ready to push it in the last year. So don't take it as a fact that Nintendo probably won't bring these games out at all here. I hope they do. But I'm saying if they didn't, and yet they want RPG gamers, they really don't have anything there. And RPG gamers are a minority, really, and it's quite sad, although I think in ways they can be a majority in the sense too, majority, minority, kind of like a mix. But if they didn't support them, and let's say Sony and Microsoft are, oh, hey, here's a cool RPG, you want to play it? You know what? If these guys would kind of get angry at Nintendo because of this, and they jump over there, and then they forget about the Wii U. Because if it is, and this is based off another comment, this is based off a comment I see on Facebook, if Nintendo of America is trying to hold off, and I highly doubt they're doing this, don't take my word for it, it was some comment I see on Facebook, like a Nintendo Facebook or something, or Operation Rainfall, or Pro Life, or someone named something somewhere. I think it was Pro Operation, or Nintendo. Someone stated like they're trying to hold off on releases to make Zelda the biggest release and possibly be the last release on the Wii, which would be the dumbest thing ever. Yes, Zelda Skyward Sword is going to be the greatest game of all time. It's going to be sweet. It's my game of the year. But it's not going to hold people over to the Wii U, which is pretty much going to be November. So that's about 10 months after. And if Nintendo hopes that they can make it through that without doing hardly anything in America and be like, oh, you know what, go and buy a 3DS and you'll get your games that way and then buy a Wii U when it comes out. No. If they're doing that, and I'm not saying they're doing it, and I'm specifically talking about Nintendo of America here, if they're doing something similar to that, that has got to be one of the dumbest things ever, because they're trying to, in a way I've been hearing from this exact comment, they're trying to starve their gamers for content so they're willing to buy a Wii U at launch, which is not going to happen. Not everyone's going to buy a Wii U at launch. I know a lot of people will. I'm sure ECCW will, and, you know, maybe Game Reviews, I'm not really sure, or, you know, Black Baron or whatever, but not everyone's going to. Not everyone jumps on to a system at launch. They'll probably wait till 2013 or 14. I'm pretty much going to wait till 2013. Not that they don't want it, but I normally don't. I never bought a system at launch. That's why I didn't buy the 3DS at launch. I got it like a month and a half ago, especially since I was waiting for the red one to come out too. But it's just saying that if they're trying to make us wait and make Zelda I can understand them holding off. I think that's the reason why they're holding off on telling us about 2012, telling us about these Operation Rainfall Trio and everything else like that, because they want to get Zelda be pushed a lot, because it is like the last major release on the Wii, but it's not the last big release. I don't think I think we are going to be seeing the Operation Rainfall games and all that, and Earthseeker, and Rodea, and Dragon Quest collections, Sengoku Basara Utage, the new Fatal Frame